What's going on, family? It is your most motivating coach, the Vertical Coach. I'm here, man. It has been forever and a day since I've gone live with you all, but I decided I'm going to kick y'all off this morning with some good morning motivation, all right? So let's do it like we normally do it, all right? Energy, the E. Let's do it. All right, so it's become painfully apparent to me that although everybody in the world, everybody in the local community, everybody in your local city is different, right? We all are different. In our own special way, everybody has their thing, right? But among everybody being different and among everybody having their own opinions, their own styles, their own thoughts, their own mental capacities, whatever the case may be, there is one thing that we all have in common. And that one thing that we all have in common is the fact that we all, every single one of us, me and everybody watching this live, the one thing that we have in common is we all want to be successful. So what's powerful about that is we all want to be successful, but in our endeavor to be successful, we all also understand that in order to be successful, there are certain things that are required. And so the question I want to pose to you this morning and the challenge I want to issue out in my morning motivation on this morning is that you want to be successful, but do you want to work? Because anybody can say, I want to be successful. I want to be a millionaire. I want to own 10 businesses. I want to be an entrepreneur. Whatever the case may be, everybody can say that. Everybody can say that. That's the easy part. Talking is the easy part because there are two people in the world. There are people that talk and there are people that do. I'm not too big on talking, so obviously I'm a doer, right? And you who are watching this live, you got to analyze and figure out for yourself, are you a talker or are you a doer? Have you spent this past 2019 saying, I'm going to do this, I'm gonna, or have you spent this year in 2019 doing, accomplishing, achieving, being great? Which are you? Are you the talker or the doer? Eric Thomas says, everybody want to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do. Everybody wants to be successful until it's time to work. It's just how it is. Everybody wants to be successful until it's time to put the work in. So the question you really have to ask yourself, do you really want to be successful? When you study the habits of millionaires, you find millionaires are reading 3, 4, 5, 6 books in a week. They're educating themselves. They never stop learning. They're learning their business. They're learning other people's business in order to get into a position to take over. They're not just cornering their own market. They want to corner other people's too. And it's not just about competition, but it's about who learns the most and who applies the most. There's talkers and there's doers. There's those who get it and there's those who apply it. Which are you? Do you get a bunch of information and just never use it and then complain when stuff doesn't go your way? Or are you a man of action? Are you a woman of action? Somebody who gets information, you take it and you apply it and you make it happen. I don't make excuses. I just make it happen. I don't complain about being tired because when I'm complaining about being tired, somebody's still running. When I'm complaining about being tired, somebody's still grinding. When I'm yawning, somebody's waking up. Come on, man. Are you really grinding? How bad do you want to be successful? I mean, how much do you really want it? I'm successful because I want to be successful because I have other people who are looking at me to be successful just so they can know it can be done. I can't fail, man. That ain't even an option. And if you read my book, you'll see I believe there is no such thing as failure. I can't fail. Because I'm the only one that's called to do what I'm supposed to do. I can't fail when I'm in my purpose. I can always find another job, but I can never find another purpose. Come on, man. Two kinds of people, talkers and doers. I'm a doer. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time talking because when somebody's giving me information, when somebody's feeding me what I need to survive, when somebody's giving me insight and wisdom on how to get to the next level, how to get to the next step, how to get to the next peak, the next plateau, I'm not talking. I'm listening. And I think that's the problem with some of us. Some of us get information and we're getting information and we're sitting down and we're listening to people who got the keys. We're listening to the gurus and we're listening to the leaders and we're doing a whole bunch of listening, but we're not applying. We do a whole bunch of listening, but we're doing a whole bunch of talking too. I don't have time to talk when I'm getting information. If I'm talking while information is going on, I'm not getting information. I'm talking myself out of the next level. And some of us are talking ourselves out of the next level because we're doing more speaking than we're doing listening. We're doing more talking than we're doing action. I want to challenge you. Stop talking. The whole world don't have to know to move. Everything ain't got to be posted on social media. The ground don't have to know everywhere you're going to, everything you're doing, everything you're planning, everything you're plotting, everything you got going for 2020. Everybody ain't got to know. Matter of fact, when you talk too much, you're giving people ammunition on what to pray against. Stop. Everything ain't meant for social media, bro. Everything ain't meant to be posted. Everything's not meant to be talked about. Some things are meant to be done in silence. Come on. I need some people who are people of action. I don't deal with talkers. I deal with action takers. I deal with risk takers. I deal with rule breakers. Let's go. When they said you couldn't do it, how many gonna do it? When they said you wasn't gonna survive, how many made it? When they said it couldn't happen, how many of y'all made it happen? Those are the kind of people I'm talking about dealing with. Those people. I'm not going into another year, another season, another era, another journey with people who gonna do a whole bunch of talking. You can count that out. Don't call my line if you finna do a whole bunch of talking. If you finna call my line and do a whole bunch of talking but ain't gonna take no action, don't call me. I don't want to hear it. If you're doing a whole bunch of complaining but ain't giving no solutions, stop. I don't want to hear it. Don't call me. I don't want to hear it. If you're doing a whole bunch of talking but ain't taking no action, stop. Don't call me. I'm going to get off the phone. You're wasting my time. I could be grinding. I could be running. I could be hustling. I could be studying. I could be giving myself information that's going to feed me to get to the next place. Share this video. That's going to feed me to get to the next place. I don't have time to lay back and wait on it to come to me. It ain't coming. I'm going to get it. I got mouths to feed. I got people looking at me on how to survive. I ain't got no time to sit around and wait on something to come to me. I ain't waiting. I'm going to get it. Come on, man. I got amped up, hot. Listen. Let me give y'all this transparent moment, right? So there are a few of y'all who are on my live who actually know me and have known me for an extended amount of time, and that's cool, and I appreciate y'all for staying around. But what most of y'all don't know is for the past 10, 11, 12 years of my life, I have battled depression on and off. I've battled, I'm putting this out there, I've battled depression on and off. Years and years and years ago, I spent a long amount of time battling suicide. But it was because, here's the key, and I hope this blesses somebody watching this video. Here's the key. I didn't battle that stuff. I didn't battle that stuff because it was something that I wanted to do. I battled that stuff because I didn't understand what I was really battling was the fight between myself and my purpose. I didn't understand that the only thing that was stopping me from getting to the place of purpose was myself. And the battle that I was having was myself trying to fight the purpose. I can't fight my purpose. I can't argue with my purpose because whether I want it or whether I don't, the purpose is still going to be there. I can go from job to job to job to job, to up to down, to left to right, to in the middle, to outside, to around the corner and back. But one thing that is never going to change is my purpose. I can't fight it. I can't argue with it. I can't wrestle with it because I'm too small. My purpose is too big for me to fight with. And some of y'all have been wrestling back and forth. fighting mentally back and forth. One day you're sure, the next day you're unsure. One day you're high, the next day you're low. One day you're good, the next day you're not. And you don't understand that what you're battling with is a wrestle with your purpose. And your purpose, and the reason why you feel like you're losing, is because your purpose is too big for you to wrestle with. Your hands are too small. Your arms are too short. Your legs ain't long enough to run away from it. Because no matter where you go, your purpose has got to be with you. 100% of the time, you can't fight it. You can't argue with it. You can't get into an altercation with it. It never goes away. I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you, man. Share this video. I want to challenge you to stop talking and start doing. Two kinds of people. There's talkers and there are doers. Which are you? It is your most motivating coach, the vertical coach. Peace.